Most men are lost and definitely not lazy. Yes, listen, most men are definitely lost. I said it, and not lazy. See, men are not lazy. They just lost. That's what I've come to find, that they're just lost. And there's a difference, right? A lot of men wake up every day tired, mentally drained, without peace, without direction, without purpose, right? And the world, you know what it do? Keeps calling them lazy. But nobody stops, right? They ask, what if this man simply lost himself, right? Lost himself in pain, pressure, survival, right? Distractions, toxic environments, broken relationships, right? And carrying everything alone, right? That's what we're going to talk about today, because I believe a lot of men are not weak. They just never learn how to rebuild, right? So hold on, let me go back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the BlackStone Rebuild Room. My name is Coach B, Coach Black, right? And this channel is for the men, right, that are tired of feeling stuck, lost, undisciplined, unmotivated, emotionally drained, and disconnected from who they're supposed to be, right? In this room, we talk about identity, discipline, purpose, healing, confidence, structure, brotherhood, and rebuilding your life from the ground up. Listen, no fake motivation, no pretending, no mask, just real conversation, real growth, and real rebuilding. So if this is the type of content that you've been looking for, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Don't even wait. Right now, hit the like button and stay all the way through this video, right? Because this conversation could really change the way you see yourself. And that's a guarantee. It's going to change the way you see yourself. Now, let's really talk about it, because most men don't need another motivational quote. I really believe in that. Most men need clarity. Most men need structure. Most men need somebody to finally explain why they feel the way they feel. And that's exactly what we're going to break down today. That's what we're going to talk about today, right? A lot of men today are silently fighting battles nobody sees. I'm a living witness. Trying to survive financially, trying to stay mentally strong, trying to hold relationships together, trying to keep emotions inside, trying to figure life out, right? And after a while, a man can slowly lose himself, right? Not overnight, no, little by little. One disappointment at a time, one distraction at a time, one toxic environment at a time, one bad habit at a time, one broken relationship at a time. And eventually, he stops recognizing himself. That's why so many men feel numb right now. That's why so many men feel disconnected now. That's why so many men stay distracted all day, scrolling, escaping, isolating, avoiding reality, pretending to be okay. Because deep down, they know how to face themselves anymore. They don't know. And nobody talks about that. The world keeps telling men, work harder, stop complaining, toughen up, get over it. But what happens is, right, when a man doesn't even know who he is anymore, what happens when a man loses confidence in himself? What happens when a man secretly feels behind in life? What happens when a man feels disconnected from his purpose? See, that's deeper than motivation. That's identity. Yes, let's go to a teachable moment real quick. Hear me clearly, right? A distracted man will always feel lost, because distraction hides identity problems temporarily, but it never heals them. A lot of men are using social media, entertainment, women, weed, alcohol, isolation, fake confidence, overworking, constant distraction to avoid the real issue. And the real issue is they lost connection with themselves. That's why a man can look successful outside when internally falling apart. That's why a man can smile around people but secretly feel empty when he's alone. I know all about this. That's why some men constantly chase validation. Because when a man doesn't know who he is, he starts searching for identity in everything else. You missed that. Go back if you did. And eventually that creates frustration. Because deep down, most men know they're capable of more. You know that. That's the painful part. A lot of men secretly know, I'm not becoming who I'm supposed to become. And the thought, listen, and that thought slowly destroys confidence over time. Right? Let's break it down a little bit more. Now, let me tell you something very powerful. Listen, the problem is not always laziness. Sometimes the real problem is no structure, no discipline, no guidance. no brotherhood, no accountability, no purpose, right? Because when a man has no structure, his life starts to drift, right? Wake up stressed, scrolling, escaping, and just repeat. No direction, no rebuilding, no growth, just survival mode. And survival mode changes people. I know. It makes people emotionally numb. It makes people lose hope, and that's the worst. It makes people stop believing in themselves, and we can't do that. And the dangerous part is, after a while, people adapt to dysfunction. They normalize being inconsistent. They normalize laziness, distractions, emotional chaos, toxic environments, fake relationships, low standards, until eventually they forget what peace even feels like. That's why rebuilding matters. Because rebuilding is deeper than motivation. Rebuilding means facing yourself honestly, rebuilding discipline, rebuilding confidence, rebuilding peace, rebuilding structure and identity. And hear me clearly, confidence is not built through motivation. No, it's built through actions, right? Actions, discipline, keeping promises to yourself. Every discipline action tells your mind, I'm becoming stronger. That's why discipline, changes your identity. Right? So listen, let me tell you and give you a few things that you can work on immediately. Number one, create structure in your life. Start it over again. Stop drifting through your days. Wake up with purpose. Set goals. Move intentionally. Number two, pay attention to your environment. You have to. Your environment either feeds your growth or feeds destruction. See, your environment is everything. Everything around you affects you. Don't miss that. Conversations that you're around, people, habits, music, social media, daily routines. And if your environments keep feeding you weakness, your identity will slowly weaken too. Come on. Number three, stop escaping yourself. Face your reality honestly, because you cannot rebuild what you refuse to confront. Come on. I need you to pick it up. And number four, get around stronger environments. Strong environment creates strong people. You're going to become strong. That's why brotherhood matters. That's why accountability matters. That's why isolation destroys people slowly. You know, you feel me? Come on. Because some battles are too heavy to carry alone. It definitely is. So listen, I want you to listen real close. Listen, you are not too far gone. You are not finished. Listen, you are not stuck forever. But the version of you that's going to change your life, this is what it requires, rebuilding. Because when a man finally reconnects with who he is, everything changes. I promise you on that. Trust me on that. His mindset changes. His confidence changes. Your habits, discipline, standards, your future. See, nobody ever taught us to rebuild before. Maybe nobody ever taught you discipline. Maybe nobody ever taught you emotional strength. Maybe nobody ever taught you structure, right? But that does not mean your story is over. Come on, pick up. It's not over. So listen, as I close, if this video spoke to you, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Because on this channel, we're going to go deeper. Here goes some topics that we're going to talk about: identity, discipline, purpose, healing, brotherhood, confidence, and rebuilding your life completely. And if you're looking for a real environment to grow around, other people that's rebuilding too, I open up the BlackStone Foundation Room. It's over on School. It's completely free to join. Real conversations, real accountability, real growth. Listen, the link is below. And remember this, most men are not lazy. They're lost. That's a difference, right? Because a lost man can rebuild the moment he decides to stop running from who he's meant to be. So listen, I need you to go and join the Foundation Room. It's definitely going to change your life. And until next time, until the next video, I need you to stay focused. You matter. I appreciate you. You definitely going to win in life. Have a great day.